Greetings, Earthlings, aliens, other miscellaneous life forms, my Moonbeam Team, and my channel Meowbers! Welcome to Planet Moonstar and Merry's Moonstar. Now, today, folks, I would like to have a cheeky little chat with you about the Animula Nook article on PocketTactics.com. So, I wanted to have a cheeky chat with you about it because, like, some of the details and stuff that's been revealed might make this your new favorite cozy game, because I know it may just become mine. It may just. So it reads, Animula Nook aims to highlight the beauty in everyday life. We sat down with the team at LilliLandia Games behind Animula Nook, the upcoming cozy life sim inspired by shrinking down to Lilliput size. As massive fans of cozy games, the team here at Pocket Tactics was overjoyed when Animula Nook first burst onto the scene. This cozy life sim comes from LilliLandia Games, an offshoot of Tencent Games, the giant publisher known for games like Pokemon Unite, Honor of Kingdoms, and Delta Force. The subject matter is furthest thing from giant. Animula Nook shrinks players down to a Lilliputian size, referencing the tiny inhabitants of Lilliput in the classic story Gulliver's Travels. I'm not familiar with the Gulliver's Travels story. The only Gulliver I know is in Animal Crossing. Putting the classic slow-paced life sim formula found in games like Animal Crossing, Stardew into new perspective. Household objects become crafting materials for furniture, flower pots become farming plots, and luckily, Animula Nook seems to leave out the very real fear of giant insects that grounded instilled in many of us. I've not seen that, but that sounds absolutely terrifying. While we patiently await for more information on the game's release date, some members of the LilliLandia Games dev and production team kindly answered our questions so that we could familiarize ourselves with the tiny world of Animula Nook and its minis. So, Pocket Tactics asks, where did you get the original idea for Animula Nook from? To put it simply, and this is the reply, it all started on one of those late nights when we were all working together. We realized something magical. We all shared this whimsical dream of shrinking, a fantasy that had been with us since childhood. We discovered that we loved the same animated stories and the sense of wonder and escape, and in that instant we felt a spark. If we could create a cozy, welcoming space where others who feel the same could gather and connect, that's how it all began. A shared moment, a dream, and a simple desire to bring people together. Question: you say the game is inspired by the charm of modern animated cartoons. What about them specifically inspired the game? We aim to create a cartoon style that feels full of life in terms of sculpting and playful expression. We've adopted a similar style to Pixar when it comes to the realization of textures. We didn't use realistic physical rendering. Instead, we extensively extracted the textures of everyday materials such as clay and textiles and applied a stylized treatment reminiscent of storybook illustrations. This approach preserves a certain cozy and warm atmosphere in the textures while avoiding an overly dreamy or unrealistic look. Grounded has taken Honey, I Shrunk the Kids style setting and turned it into a survival game in the past, so what inspired you to take it in a cozy life sim direction instead? In this noisy and fragmented world, we want players to rediscover that childhood feeling of being curious about everything in life. The fantasy of shrinking down and having your own toy kingdom is something that many people dreamt of as children. Viewing familiar life from a shrunken perspective aligns with our goal of offering a new viewpoint for players to discover beauty in everyday life. I love that so much! I love it. I love that. In Animula Nook, we focus on more how this shrunken perspective invites players to slow down and rediscover the small joys of life. From this viewpoint, ordinary objects take on new meaning. A blue bottle cap becomes a lake. Oh wow. An eraser can be piled into a hillside. Hill? Piled? Sorry guys, I'm dyslexic, I can't read. Through this design, we aim to create a spiritual sanctuary centered on a sense of companionship and emotional healing. The essence of a life simulation is to allow players to find their own rhythm. We don't pursue survival challenges, which is the fundamental difference between our game and survival titles. What are Boobos, and how do they differ from humanoid starmates? In Minitopia, there are 4 most common races. We've got the Starmate, the Booboo, the Insol, and the Werika. No idea if I'm saying those right, I'm just completely guessing at this point. The Starmates have a human-like appearance. The Boobos are a group of cute animal-like minis. The Insol are like little machine minis composed of clockwork, mechanics, and technology. The Werika are a group of minis where the eccentrics gather. Okay, each race also has some unique subspecies. Together they form diverse minis. Different races of minis focus more on distinctions in image and background style, bringing differentiation in lifestyle characteristics. The Starmate humanoid characters look like they'd fit right in with some blind box collections. This is exactly what I thought as well. What inspired the design and style? The initial design inspiration for the Starmates came from the concept of imaginary friends from childhood. They are the race among minis that most closely resembles humans. Very sorry guys. Let me carry on. We felt that everyone had some sort of a secret friend in childhood. They might live under a pillow, hide in the wardrobe, oh gosh, and I hope they're not hiding in the wardrobe, or perch in the corner of the garden. These are created by purely initial imagination, possessing unique personalities and secret abilities. Naming them the Starmate race also stems from the idea that these imaginary friends who look like us are more like a group of good friends. Oh, who came from the stars? Born from wishes with companionship at their core. The first subspecies under the Starmate race, the Fabere, originated from imagination surrounding soft items and cotton threads and cloth dolls found at home. From another perspective, this might be a manifestation of the initial self. Imaginary friends played an important emotional support role in childhood. They were listeners, secret keepers, and adventure companions. The Starmate race was also the first race we designed. They carry childhood sweetness, healing and imagination. Oh my gosh. Which is your favorite character so far? Dilly, wearing the Starside Bureau employee uniform. She was the prototype for our first NPC. Her inspiration came from the state of the team in the early stages of the project. I love that. Wanting to do everything well, but occasionally being a bit flustered. Oh, exactly like me. So we kept this clumsiness and earnestness in her character, and many of the team members see her as a team mascot. Additionally, the Whooper is also a team favorite. Well, yeah, I could tell you that one. I love them. Love them. Can you share any insight into what the tools are that characters use in promotional videos? These tools are vessels for exploration, collection, interaction, gameplay from shrunken perspectives. The design is to utilize the interaction between tiny tools and large environment to amplify the fun of the microscopic world. I love this. They're really leaning into that really small miniature sort of thing. For example, the lollipop might be used for taping or as a lever. The star side slingshot for launching projectiles or creating sounds, and the collection bottle for gathering elements like sunlight or scents. They are not just functional items, but mediums for players to experience the familiar yet fresh feeling. I love this. Through these designs, we hope players can naturally integrate into the pace of life in the miniature world and find their own fun through autonomous exploration. Given that Animula Nook is launching across multiple platforms, will it have cross-platform multiplayer? How about cross-progression? We can definitely tell everyone that Animula Nook is a global multi-platform healing life simulation game. I love that. However, as many platform partnerships are still in confidential negotiations, the specific forms aren't convenient to disclose at this time. Everyone can stay tuned for our follow-up information. Is there a reason the game is coming to Nintendo Switch 2 and not on the first console? It's probably because the first Switch is not good. That's not what they said though. We need to consider the balance between player experience and technical adaptation, that's a hard word. Simultaneously, the choice of launch platforms involves information related to the platform partnerships, which is not convenient to disclose. Once there is progress regarding future platform plans, we will promptly synchronize this information with players through official channels. I'm guessing like the Discord, for instance. As Animula Nook is free to play, will there be an in-game store with microtransactions or any gacha elements? We are discussing the overall monetization. We have also seen players' discussions and feedback. Prioritizing user experience, fairness, and immersion is the bottom line of this entire commercialization framework. We are fully confident in the project's long-term operation and developmental potential. However, as the specific plan is still under discussion, it's not convenient to provide a direct reply at this time. Okay, fair enough. Other free-to-play games get constant updates every few weeks. Is this something we can expect with Animula Nook? Yes! Yes! They said yes! Our long-term content update will continuously revolve around different lifestyle themes. We hope to drive player goal setting through narrative, different stories unfolding under different themes, with phased goals and rewards, also making it convenient for players to create based on different themes, thus having long-term life goals within Animula Nook. Although LilliLandia Games has to remain silent on some key aspects of the game's development at this time, these insights into the world of Animula Nook have given us more to look forward to. We will definitely be keeping an eye on the dev diaries on Steam. Animula Nook, we all know this, is set to release on Nintendo Switch 2, PC via Steam and Epic Games, macOS and PlayStation. You can pre-register via the game's official website and join the Discord server to get involved with the community. Oh boy, that was a long one. What do you think about all the words? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to know what you think. I've been MX Moonstar. You folks have been amazing, and yeah, ta-ta!